Hello, friends. The way we actually speak and the words that we use in our language determines, how your business will grow, how people will perceive you, and how your personality also shapes up. So we are on the journey down in the dictionary, understanding some very powerful words in our day-to-day language. And today we want to discuss about the words, impactful words starting with alphabet I. So let's go ahead and dive right into some of these words which I have selected for us to understand and also to ponder upon. So moving on, the first word on our list is imaginate or imagination. It is such a very powerful word. If you have the imagination, you can actually create any solution for any problem, because if you do not have imagination, you will not be able to think out of the box. So as a CEO, as a leader, you must be very very imaginative, and this is the word which is very powerful. Think about it, friends. This is something which every person must develop, a power of imagination. The next word on our list is improve. We should not be satisfied with whatever we have achieved. We must always try and improve upon our previously set records. So if you have achieved something, don't stop there, because life is all about learning, improvising, and also producing better results. So if you're able to run 100 meters in 10 seconds, next time you run it in 9.98 seconds. And that is what the whole game about life. So when you're running your company, you're running your organization, each day has to be improvement over the previous day. And that is why you have to think in that manner, and you have to improve upon. You have to first imagine it, how you can improve, and then you have to then continue improving your actions, your attitude, your processes, your how do you speak. So that is why this word, which starts from I, has a very very profound meaning for a leader, or for everybody, and also for CEOs. Inspire is again a very powerful word. It's basically leading the team. If you are a leader, you must create an inspiration around yourself. Now it does not mean that you just keep saying that, hey, I like to inspire. You have to literally do it. And if you believe in inspiration, then you must get inspired by somebody at the same time, because everybody needs inspiration. You cannot reach the end of the food chain and think that there is nothing more to achieve and you have attained moksha. That is not the way it works. You have to continue inspired by others. At the same time, make sure that whatever knowledge you have, you continue to percolate downwards into your pyramid structure, so that you continue to inspire your team member. Because if your team members are not getting inspired, they will not follow your mission or your vision, because they have to feel inspired. They have to basically follow through what objective you have set out for yourself as a leader. So think about it, friends. This is again a very very powerful word, and this is what we can learn from this particular word, which starts from alphabet I. Next on our list is impact. Well, whatever you do must impact the society, must have an impactful effect on your company, on your customers. So you should not be having something which has very little impact on people. So unless you're able to make an impact on your client, your employees, how you are going to impress them? So that is another word with impact. Whatever you do, it has to be very very impactful. And when you think like this, then you will be able to prepare for your pitch, prepare for your product, prepare for your service, so that you can think through the entire life cycle of that product, with the intention that eventually when the product or a service is launched in the market, it will create an impact on the intended audience for that product or services. Now sometimes you have to create impact about your personality also, so you have to continuously continue to think in that manner there, where you must be making impact about in your company, in your customers, from your personality also. So you must start developing your personality which is impactful. So this is another thing which you must develop as a business leader and as a CEO of your company. Now, illuminate. And in fact, we've covered this briefly a few minutes back. So illuminate is something that whatever you learn, you must distribute it 10 times over. You basically spread the knowledge that you have without thinking, okay, if I tell them what they will think and they will take the knowledge for free. No, that is not how the society works. This is not how the system works. More you spread your knowledge, better it becomes for you. So that is why you have to illuminate your surroundings based on your knowledge. And this is what we must carry forward, and as a understanding from this word called illuminate. As a business leader and also as a CEO, you must try and illuminate your people who are in touch with you, your employees, your prospects, your customer. Because if you're not able to do that, and you always have this notion that if I give them free knowledge, then they will probably become more knowledgeable than me and they will leave me behind. That is not the way it works. If you distribute the knowledge that you have, you gather more knowledge, as moving forward. So continue to illuminate and also continue to inspire. We've already discussed inspiration. So if you continue to get inspired, at the same time continue to illuminate your team members, that will be the best combination for you as a leader. And then if you're able to do that, you will become an icon. Very powerful word. Everybody wants to become an icon, and it starts with you as a person. Well, if you see that the leaders who lead the countries today, their journey did not start today. The journey started 50-60 years back, and now they have become an icon. And that is why when you are running your company, your organization, your team, you must always look at what you can achieve if you become an icon for your team member, because they are always looking towards you for solution. And since you're already illuminating them about the knowledge, you're helping them in their day-to-day life, and you're trying to help them in everything. You're becoming an iconic figure in your company. You're also becoming an iconic figure among your customers, because every time when customer comes back to you, you don't want to attach a value to it. Say for example, I'll give you a simple example. You can become an icon among your customers if you take $1 for that service and you do work worth which is $10. And if you do that, you will become an icon among your customers. Your customers are going to love you. And doing business is not one day job. It is a everlasting journey. And if you become an icon, you will be able to actually grow your company manifold, and your customers will love you. Inclusive. Well, I think a lot of conversation happens about inclusivity, and we keep hearing about inclusive, but you should not take this word very lightly. You must treat everyone in your company, in your family, in your customers equally, and you should not leave them. You should not hide information from one group and share some information only with another group. Share everything so that everybody feels inclusive. Maybe a good idea to have a scrum meeting every day in the morning in your team, so that when the day starts, you're able to identify what is going on and everybody is on the same page, and everybody feels they are important and they feel part of the team. And this is one of the methods you can actually create an inclusive environment. Similarly, you can have periodic customer meets, prospect meets, maybe a weekly meet, etc., so that everybody feels inclusive. And this is important for a business. And the training that we must do is to become truly inclusive in our approach. And if we are not, then it will create more problems for you. Today you will pass, but tomorrow some people will in your team will not be satisfied, and that could create a problem. So try to be as inclusive, as transparent as possible for you. And if you're able to do all of this, you will become a bulletproof manager, bulletproof CEO. Nothing can touch you. You will always go in upward trajectory, and you will be invincible in your business. If you look at the business today, only 10% actually succeed. I mean, if you look at unicorns, there are unicorns which you can count on your fingertips. So I think you should be in that category where you are invincible, you have achieved, and you still look forward because you are now getting inspired by more leaders. So this is the trend you can follow. This is what we can learn from all the powerful words starting with alphabet I, and it's a good lesson. So friends, do let me know what you feel, and if you have any opinion, you want to share your thoughts, you feel what I'm telling you is good knowledge, am I trying to steer you in the right direction, share your thoughts. So as always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.